Looks like there's a patch coming out tomorrow, so it's probably a good thing I went ahead and streamed today instead of tomorrow. It's interesting. Wouldn't have expected that, but here we are. Try to play some Salmon Run here for a little bit. I was playing it yesterday. It was a really good rotation. Had like what did I have yesterday? It was a really good rotation. It's Bone Rattle and I don't know why I'm struggling. Ooh, I remember. Had Dynamo. I like saved that rotation. That was a great weapon. I always like my Dynamo rolls around. But anyway. I really want to get that gold banner. Been trying to save up gold scales. Very difficult. Uh-oh. Not really a fan of this thing, but at least it can do the one cycle on a few of the 1200 stuff, 1200 health stuff. This is probably a bad idea as a umbrella, but here we go. Of course. Kind of see where those go. And we've made it, we've done it. First win of the night. First match of the night, I guess. I don't know. Hello, Confident. Welcome to the stream. Just started a few minutes ago, so you're joining me fairly early on. How's the day going? Gotta fire shot the maws. The way Nagami intended. Oh, not me. Why me? The night's fine. It was kind of a rough day, so here we are, but the night's fine, I suppose. Stupid eel ruined all my plans. Feel free to join if you want to. I just got started. No one else here. You know how it goes. Your switch is dead. Well, you gotta keep it on the charger. By chance, did you see there's a patch coming out tomorrow? I was looking at the patch notes earlier. Looks like they're buffing some stuff, interestingly enough. Hey Drew, welcome to the stream. What's this guy doing? The 9.2.0 patch comes out tomorrow, looks like. Save me. Or do that. That works too. Is that one going too well? I got some hidden ideas. I don't do too much on Discord these days, but I suppose I could always be open to some ideas. Or hey, you could drop them in the chat, anything. I don't know. So I'm not necessarily gonna do or not do anything, but we'll see how it goes, I guess. I've been kind of in a here's an idea, get Pizza Hut for dinner. Dinner has been eaten. I ate manwich. With a can of beans and some potato chips. Everybody's got the good banners. I got like 120 some gold now, but even so, it would probably take me another year, and that's if I keep playing a bunch in order to get enough. And that's given the fact that nowadays they give you a gold one free every time. You just play for like a half hour. I don't know, I just looked them up, Splatoon 3 patch notes, and there it was. It just came out like 30 minutes ago or something. It's got some interesting buffs that I think you appreciate. Confident we can read them here at the next break. Or I could read them, I guess. I've got them pulled up on my phone actually right now, so I can just do that. The hordes, they're coming for me. Where are these missiles? Gotta go for the missiles. like this barrel's taking a whole lot longer to launch than it used to. Oh, wait for me, I've only read the buffs. I've only read the mains. I didn't get to the subs yet. I agree, it's kind of a bad comp. Why are there so many lids? Oh, the big shots. The big shots will get you every time. Gotta be on that side, doesn't it? Yeah, I took one look at the notes, saw they were buffing the L3 and the H3, and knew you'd appreciate it. You didn't appreciate it? You just said you were happy with it. I'm getting mixed signals here. Let's see. They nerfed one of the worst weapons of all time. Let's see here. Well, none of the mains are nerfed. Let's see. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say Hydra's not even on the list, so I don't know what you're talking about. nothing away, even think about area that can be inked with 2 or 2. The area that can be inked. Right, I meant the nerfed special points needed thing. Well, I ain't got there yet. Give me a second. With this change, the area that can be inked with 2 explosions will be reduced. The area that can be inked with dropped ink spray when not charged to full power is expanded. That's weird. Length of the time required to transform by approximately 1/12 seconds. So they're nerfing the bombs that nobody uses anyway because they put them on weird kits. Heh. The torpedo is weird. Actually, they're both kind of weird. It's like they're like, I don't know. Curious to hear what like the bigger YouTuber folks kind of have to say about it. They always have some interesting takes on these things. Zinc Mini, I didn't see it on the list. Are you spoiling me? Did I not get to it yet? Like I said, I'm in the sub. I was reading the subs. Kinda gotta read it piece by piece. Because I'm playing right now, you know. I tried. Well, Zinc Mini is not in the main list, so I'm going to assume further down where I haven't gotten to it yet. AC is a failure. Casey is a failure. Casey needs help. Hiromi or however you Hiromi, thank you. To be fair, she's using ballpoint. You cut her a little bit of slack. This is a failure. Look what you've done. You put her in a bad mood. Now she's in a self-loathing mood and she can't do anything right. Bold strategy, launching that right at me. Didn't even have to move. Oh, come on, I dodged that. Or at least I tried. Exact same angle. Oh goodness, okay. Just give me a second. I don't know what else to throw it at. How does he take the full force of a missile and then not die? Like, and now the room's gonna reset and I'm gonna lose everybody I've been playing with, and it's gonna give me folks that hadn't played it all yet, and I'm gonna have to work my way back up in order to get the king, because that's the way this game works. Zinc Mini 190 to 200, Mint 200 to 210. I'll take a Mint nerf. It deserves everything it gets. Booyah Bomb, slightly increased amount of power charged when the player. They don't like bubblers, do they? Why? I don't understand why you like make a special and then like everything, they have to like buff everything to counter just that or whatever. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Like, Big Pro 1123, welcome to the stream. I'm doing all right. Appreciate it. And you? Appreciate you asking. Come on, give me two, give me two. It gave me two, let's go. Maybe I should have kept that. Oh well, it's gone now. Yeah, I'm doing alright. 129 gold, I'm getting there. I got a ways. 304, also still got a ways. We'll see. Yeah, I accumulated a lot over the last like 6 months or so, and I just never wanted to spend them because I didn't have anything I wanted to spend them on. So I'm like, eh, may as well just try for the 333 banner. The only one that I would buy, I'd say, because the only one I ever could save up for, if I could only ever do one, would be the one with the gold eggs on it, probably. And I bought every suit that I want, every slop suit and whatever they're called. Gloop suit. I don't like the gloop suits, so I don't buy those. So I'm trying to save those two to get the 999 silver banner simultaneously. I've reached the point where I don't really want to buy anything else other than that, I guess. So I'm like, might as well. Gabriel, welcome to the stream. Good to see y'all. We're getting right into it over here, aren't we? So much for the Brilla doing anything. They keep them coming. Why is there one there? Weird way the egg jitters like that as the ground under it moves and it has to move with it. The eggs have a lower frame rate than everything else. I think it's kind of funny. Forget how many you have, but it's in the 70 to 80 range. What, the gold? Here comes a griller. Aim for its exposed tail. Well, I'll give it a shot. Okay, we're just getting right into it. Of course. Alright. Side swiped. You bet a Domino's pizza that Blewis is gonna die. To be fair, Casey died. Blewis was not present, therefore Blewis did not die. Therefore you must eat a Domino's pizza. Why are there so many big shots? Hold on, no, that's not how it works. It's Salmon Run, everyone will die, whether on the job or not. Fly fish exist, remember. So many eggs and you still lost. Yeah, well, that's how it goes. Look at your hands right now and tell me who's controlling the controller. I don't know what you're talking about. I see Casey's holding a blobber. That is the extent of it. Even though she does not like the blobber. The lobber of blobs. The challenge that is happening sounds fun. Then they put a small map like umami for some reason. Yeah. Also, it's zones, so I'm not gonna play it. I don't do zones. I don't like zones. I fail to see why people do like zones. I don't see any redeeming qualities in it. All the good challenges are zones, like the speedy brush one back in the day. That one's zones. That one should have easily been a clams challenge. I don't understand what these people are thinking. Let me out! Okay. Zones underrated. How about overrated? People already think zones is the clams is misunderstood. No, it's misunderstood. Confident in case you didn't catch that. How do we get 0 catalog points? That doesn't even make any sense. You gotta give it like 30 seconds because this game's stupid and it would just re-rank you with the same people. Everybody's got the gold band and they're taunting me. I'm at least a year out from being able to get it. If I'm lucky, maybe I can get it by the end of the year. The end of next year, that is. Already, alright. Yeah, that Booyah Bomb buff is pretty interesting. I feel like you're making a lot of tweaks that nobody was really asking for. What was that? But I mean, yeah, I'll take a Booyah Bomb buff, except for the fact that not a single weapon I like has it. They really did a very bad job designing the kits. It's like every single special that I like is on the mains that I absolutely refuse to use. I don't get it. The smallest buff. I wonder how much further they'll let it travel. That's the question. Let me be. Let me live in peace. Yeah, the funny thing is I watched this like Prochera video the other day, yesterday, I think it's yesterday, maybe this weekend, I don't know, either way. He said that the squid roll is very rarely used, only to parry the occasional like missile or something. And I don't really understand that at all. Like, I'm not even a competitive player and I use the roll all the time. I mean, just watch me. Like, what's even that about? I mean, as he can speak for himself, he never rolls, and that's his prerogative, I guess, but the way he made it sound is like nobody rolls, ever. Like, the way he was talking, he made surging sound more important than rolling, and that didn't make any sense to me at all. Like, that was like the one thing in the video I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know. I mean, I use it to like parry bombs and everything all the time. Like, even if that's what he meant, I still wouldn't. It would still sound kind of weird to me. Like he made it seem like it was such an insignificant little feature. Which to me, that's like the one thing that justifies this game's existence. So like, I don't get it. Help me. Enough with the stupid grillers. This is a terrible comp for this. Stand still. Why did it always give me the ballpoint on grillers? It's like the third time I've had ballpoint on grillers. Help me. Put the eggs in the basket. I want the Ouroboros. And of course it's not going to give it to me. Not like my meter was full or anything. Wait, it was. Never mind. You don't watch big Splatoon YouTubers like Dude or Chera, but I'll watch competitive gameplay of weapons from time to time, just for some pointers from random YouTubers I've never heard of before. Fair, I suppose. Get some interesting little differences in opinions. To be fair, I don't really watch the competitive-oriented stuff ever. It doesn't interest me, so I don't really care for it. All I do is talk about loving zones and junk and all this stuff. They have zones-only tournaments. Can you believe that? Like, that sounds like pure torture to me. Like, I couldn't even imagine that. And then they're all like advocates for it and all this stuff. Oh, he's lagging. Either that or me, or hope it's not me. My luck, it is me. Talk about how Pizza Hut is bad. When did I say Pizza Hut is bad? You're the one that just said Pizza Hut's bad. What am I doing? I'm the one that should be in the basket. Cannon. Oh, they jump right to us. You said it was bad in the phrase, when did I say Pizza Hut is bad? You just said it again! Confident, you just said it again. Thought you were a Pizza Hut enjoyer. Well, I was quoting you, so ultimately it started with you. I want to get technical about it. I could ask you the same thing. Alrighty then. eggs showed up. Makes me wonder why they think it's worth it to just keep coming up here and giving us like hundreds of eggs at a time. What if I were to say Domino's is bad? Would you quote that from me? Well, it's your words, not mine. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Give me the good stuff. He won't give me the king. The king won't show up. Anyway. Changes to Salmon Run improved communication processing to reduce the time between players not on the host device touching golden eggs and being able to use them by approximately 1.5/60ths of a second on average. What does that even mean? Okay. Like, I'm more concerned with the fact that all the multiplayer matches have been garbage since the 9.0.0 update. You think you could fix that? Not worry about Salmon Run? Salmon Run's fine compared to that. You don't ever see DCs in Salmon Run. It's funny how that works. Salmon Run's usually fine. It's always the multiplayer matches that got so much lag, and since the update where they said they fixed stuff, it's been so much worse for me, and I don't really get it. That missile was landing on the side of the tower. How did it hit me? there's a lot of stuff to the art style that looks better in 2 than it does in 3. Like, I feel like the graphical fidelity of 2 was a good bit better on some stuff, like the specials. I don't really remember the ink. I guess maybe it does look a bit more matte in 3 than it did in 2. I don't know, I'm just trying to remember. Come on, give me some slack. Or not. This is a very bad comp. It's a good comp for Ouroboros, but only give me the Ouroboros. It's a bad comp otherwise. I'm sure this thing can do this. But I need to pair with stuff. Too many missiles, and I can't see any fly fishes anywhere. It would seem that the game doesn't want me to play the Ouroboros, so I'm going to give up on that and go over to Rainmaker, which I was wanting to start playing a half hour ago, except for the fact that it wouldn't give me the Ouroboros, and I thought maybe I could hold out and it would give it to me by this point. Half an hour later, here we are. No, it's not going to give it to me, so we're gonna stop this. We're gonna cut our losses. No scales for me. No fun. Just pain and suffering. Hello, Lego piano. Welcome to the stream. It always pains me so bad to just stop playing Salmon Run, but like you get to that point where it just annoys you so much, not even worth it to try anymore. Like if you win like 5 in a row with a full meter and it doesn't give it to you, then you're not gonna get it. Like I don't. Anyway, what is it? It is Rainmaker. Now, if I'm being honest, Salmon and Smokeyard was my second favorite from Splatoon 2. But every single Splatoon 3 map they made is a lot better than all the Splatoon 2 maps, so it doesn't rank all that high nowadays. However, It's like the best choice they could have made to bring back from 2, in my opinion. Especially given that they already brought back Marooner's Bay. That one was garbage. The only other one they really could have brought back that would have been any better, maybe is the Arc Polaris, but you know. You know how that went. And welcome back, Gabriel, to the stream. We say goodbye to Casey and we say hello to Blewis, for it is Rainmaker time. Is anyone wanting to play with me? I'd be willing to open up a room, get that going. We could do that, and that wouldn't be too bad. That'd be pretty good. I could do that, get a pool. I think I already got that. I think I'm just in the same pool. Yeah, it's just the same pool I'm usually in. But given that there's not really a precedent for them charging 70 games except for the Tears of the Kingdom, which has an excessively large amount of stuff to do in it. Unless next generation they just go ahead and go up to 70 for some reason to differentiate themselves or whatever, I don't know. These games are better because they're backwards compatible now and you can play these old ones if you really wanted to. If they're gonna make them backwards compatible, in my opinion, they should still charge 60 because then you got everybody but wanting to buy just all the old games to still play on their new consoles. Yeah, considered, what was this? Neither $80.99 plus tax plus shipping plus tax squared plus donation. That sounds like some weird algebraic equation that I don't want anything to do with. Was it x equals negative b plus or minus square root of quadratic? Negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. I don't know. Random stuff. The capitalist dream. You know, I don't... As I was saying, I do not like Rainmaker here, but it's a whole lot better than anything Zones has to offer, so I'll take it. Is there a trick? Well, okay, first, lesson 1, don't do what I just did. Or that, don't do that. Don't get wiped in the first 30 seconds, maybe that's a good idea. My strategy's always been pretty much the same. Try to run in there and pop the Rainmaker shield if you can't quite get it. Alright. You need to back off so you don't die. That then. You want stuff that can like pop the shield really quick. You want It's mainly actually why I started using the dapples. Originally, I was, in the very beginning, I was just using the ink brush for everything, and I was like, this is garbage, I can't pop the Rainmaker shield, I gotta spam so much. Where the variables of A and B went. Did I get a whole algebra equation talking deal going? Yeah, and you really don't want to try to run the Rainmaker unless you're like a man or two up. So like in the beginning, even if you pop the Rainmaker, you want to wait and hold back, because like if they get a man or two up on you and then, oh come on, don't do this to me. What are you doing? Why is it there like that? Alright. How did this thing get stuck in this corner? I can't get it out. We can't get it out to save our lives. Well, that was a terrible... That was a terrible game. Is the stream any better? It's still bad. I don't know what could have happened. Nothing changed. I don't know why that was so bad. They usually don't go that bad. To be fair, it was ship-shaped Rainmaker, so that's probably what did it. I really don't like ship-shaped Rainmaker. You watch my tier list video from back in the day. I think I called that the worst part of that map. Nine viewers. That's been a while since I've had 9 viewers. What is 1 plus 1 plus 30? $32. Wrong, it is 1,130. If you say so. Yeah, there you go. He just did what I said he really shouldn't do. Now that we're up 3, goodness. Now we run. And of course, I do not crest the top. I'm not getting near that thing, you crazy? you all just like doing math for? In the chat, like How did you start playing Splatoon? Was it your favorite game the first time you played it? Because Confident asked. Why is Confident? Is it because of me? Because I started with the quadratic formula or whatever that you're going. Anyway, it took a while for me to love it. I'll admit. Okay, so I first heard about it back in 2014. I don't know where it was. I saw some like interview. Miyamoto was wearing a Inkling shirt or something, and he's like, this game's coming out soon. And Splatoon, that was the first time I heard of it. I first played a demo of it in 2016 in a GameStop. I liked it the first time I played it. It was like the first level of a single player or something. I didn't actually get a hold of it until 2019 when I got my Switch, and then I got Splatoon 2. It had been one of those games I guess I was keeping my eye on over the years and just never went ahead and got it. So I don't know, it took me a little bit to get used to it, but I at least always had my eye on it. It looked cool to me, it played cool, all this stuff. Although I didn't necessarily know exactly what I would be getting myself into. This is currently my favorite game. It is not my favorite game ever. That title is held by Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's also beaten out by others, a few other nostalgic childhood games of mine, but I was talking about wanting to try to stream Super Mario Galaxy 1 a while back because I've got All-Stars, 3D All-Stars, so I could. Paint me a path, thank you. Okay, we were getting there. We almost got there. I don't see the hype around Odyssey. You can call me crazy now. Odyssey's a good game, I would say. It's pretty good. Really good, yeah. No Super Mario Galaxy, but it's definitely a 3D Mario game. But one of the few games I've actually played through twice. I rarely play through games more than once. So it has that going for it. I don't know what they're doing over there, but maybe I should go get involved. Maybe not, we're two down. Okay, now we get involved. No. Stay back. No. Used to play Pokemon 3 times, one playthrough with every starter. I stopped after Sword and Shield. I really don't like the genre of a turn-based RPG. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't really find it to be fun, so I don't play Pokemon games. Consider Super Paper Mario one of my favorite games. Yeah, I kind of ran into that one. I didn't like it as much until I played it a while. I enjoy that it is fun to play after you defeat Bowser because of the collectibles and the balloons. Yeah, Luigi's Balloon World is something. I was never really that good at the platforming stuff. Like I see these people putting these balloons in like these glitched out of bounds areas and using fancy platforming techniques in order to get there. Oh, come on. It'd be so much quicker if you just let us end it right here, right now. It'd be easier for everybody. There we go. See, the key is on the final defense there. You just gotta wait and let them come to you. If you've got room, obviously. If you don't have room, don't. Yeah, in Odyssey I got up to like 700 some moons. I could never beat the darker side, was it? Could never beat that. So, oh well. Which is interesting. I beat like all the other stuff. I beat Champions Road in Super Mario Galaxy. No, where's that from? Champions Road from Super Mario 3D World. I beat that. I beat Grandmaster Galaxy, the perfect run in Super Mario Galaxy 2, to 100% that game. Odyssey's like the only one I hadn't 100%ed. Yeah, I got kind of, like at a point you get kind of bored because there's not that many of them left and you can't find them, so you kind of give up. I think if I recall correctly, I called this a, quote, perfectly average map. Not too good, not too bad. Perfectly average. That killed no one. What's your favorite map? This one? Humpback? Yeah, when I was ranking them, I was ranking like everything. What the? I feel like I'm gonna tune down something and tune down darking. I gotta leave. Alright, we'll see you confident. Thank you for coming by. It's gonna end very poorly for me. Maybe not. The problem is I can't keep up with people. They move too fast. I don't know why I couldn't move there, but alright. Felt like I hit the Rainmaker shield or something, but it was way far away from me. See, I knew he was gonna be there, and I tried to go around. No wonder I don't consider the carbon roller the more annoying than it is. Maybe because of how infrequently it shows up relative to the others. At least it takes, I don't know, Sharkin isn't really skillful. It's the whole getting close to people and actually having to like get aggressive that's the skillful thing. That's the cowardly weapons that I find the most annoying. Stuff with the long range blaster, E-leader, Hydra, all that good stuff. Maybe that's why I don't like them. I wonder what goes through the mind of a long-range charter player whilst playing. I try, because I try the E-leader on occasion. It's difficult, I have a hard time with it. Leave me alone. Although when I'm doing good at it, I feel scummy, so it kind of goes both ways. But maybe that's it. Maybe the ones with consciences, that's a word, feel scummy. And then those that can tune the inner voice out, get rid of the guilt, they're the ones who master it and actually can push through and get really good at it. Because I don't got anything telling them that it's immoral. It's a joke, by the way. Because like I said, I play the range blaster myself. And I kind of play it ironically, if you will. I play it because of how overpowered it is, in my experience. I would imagine that's the same reason that, say, Chera plays it. It's a joke, I'm kidding, but... I'm not saying anything, but it's coming to a logical, reasonable conclusion based on logical evidence. No. I'm gonna get closer to this thing and then it's gonna blow me up because I'm not paying attention. Okay. Well. See, like at least with the Clash Blaster, you have to get up in somebody's face. And it's not a one-shot, so I can give it that. In fact, I'm pretty sure it kills slower than any blaster, even. I'm not doing very well tonight, am I? See what happens when you just... Somehow that didn't kill any of them, even though they were all right there. You know, one of my favorite maps. Make me president and I what? And you will what? What? Rare footage of whale working. Really running around for not even like the last 30 seconds yet. That's before we entrust you with the fate of our nation. We must know what you will do. See, you gotta know that that's gonna happen. See what happens when I do this. And of course, I'm a very bad aim right now, so this is also gonna be a very bad idea. That's dirty. Throwing the bomb on the other side of the shield. Did you blow up for no reason? What happened? Maker doesn't seem to be going all that well right now either. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, would you look at that spread? I don't like X. Maybe I see how this goes. Too many buttons on a controller. Oh well, that's I think I'm having a bad night. That sounds pretty bad as well. Yeah. A perfect spot to cut it off at, might I add. Yeah. I'm aware of how to play. Only primary gears abilities. To be fair, that'll work. You would remove all the Clash Blaster players. Does that get us one step towards banning zones? That gets us closer to banning zones, because I would go for it. It's all about compromise. You gotta like work your way up. Okay, well, here we go then. Random small fry, welcome to the stream. Great. See what I mean with the disconnections? I thought they made it so that if there was a disconnection in a challenge, it would just keep going because of how little time there was in the challenges. I specifically remember reading that on one of the patches. In Tricolor, Turf War made it possible for players on different attacking teams to gauge each other's positions by making it so that the names of players on the other attacking team display on the screen. Those players' icons will also display on the turf map. Huh. So what you're saying is you're gonna let the fellow attacking team actually be allies and let it be evident that that is the case. Interesting. Well, that's probably the best thing in the patch, if I'm being honest. Rollers. The random small fry has broken out. No, you can go shark somewhere else. What happens when I do this? Quit it. Alright. It's an illusion. I'm kind of just hanging on with the skin of my teeth, if you will. Inklings don't even have teeth. They got these, like, I don't even know what they got. Like a beak or something. You were kidnapped by an inkling who threw you in a box. But I appreciate it. Just I appreciate it anyway. I try. Yeah, that's lovely. Another disconnection. No wonder we're losing. Rare occurrence. I was in a good mood, so you don't expect that very often. Why must these players torment me so? Oh yes, I'm having a great time here tonight, can't you tell in my voice? This is lovely. This game is made. This game is wondrous. This is what 3,000 hours does to you. Why must people be that way? Okay. I need to use those other dualies with the curling bomb. What is this challenge even? You just swim really fast and that's about it. I should have expected that. Doesn't help they picked like 2 of the worst maps they could possibly pick for this challenge. 2 of the worst zone maps in general. Lovely. I don't really want to get into all that Twitter drama. You'll notice I don't have a Twitter account, so yeah. I don't know about that, but the turf war thing, yeah. To be I don't get the whole just playing turf war thing, but to each his own, I guess. I mean, I have a Twitter account. It's my own. I'm not gonna make one as Blewis, but you gotta see the Nintendo news somehow, I guess. I don't know. You see, all you gotta do is kind of just like ignore it, not get involved in any of it, and then hey, you're good. Hence, I stay away from Splatoon Twitter. Or Blue Sky, or whatever they're doing these days, I don't know. Happens. You get stuck in a corner and you can't move your wrist anymore. What do you mean with that? Give me half the time drama on there. It's just somebody getting mad at what somebody else said, so. Everybody can't just be okay with what people say. Everybody's always gotta get mad at somebody else. I got 3 of them. Why didn't we take it back? That was weird. Lovely. Yeah. Okay, you see what I mean? I don't want to talk about any of the whole drama, so we can drop it if you don't mind, please. All that. I would say something, but I don't even know what y'all are talking about right now. No, of course I ran it. Go in here. So anyway. I suppose technically you could set the small salmon head upon your head. Addition to make the soda special breakable, you know what I mean, like the cooler, break the cooler. A lovely disconnection once again. It sounds like clickbait to me. I don't know if that's possible. I thought he was way up there. I had to get behind me. I even try on these DC matches half the time. Have I won? I really don't think I've won one yet. Buff the Killer Whale 2.0. Technically it's 5.1. Maybe I should try a different weapon, I don't know. Can't really think of anything else I would want to try. I mean, oh, come on, you gotta be serious now. I would play Range Blaster if it wasn't for the fact that it was like, zones. It was tower, maybe. And the well stringer is highly annoying. I suppose I could get away with that. Although I usually can't figure any of that stuff out. Dowsers. They're buffing Dowsers, by the way. Why are there 2 Dowsers on that team? Seems like a bit much. The more proper question is, how are there 2 Dowsers on the team and they're still winning? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't argue that, but I was saying, like, it seems weird to put 2 of them on a team and none on ours, you know? Like, I would have to disagree. I personally can't seem to figure the stupid things out. The Dowsers. They don't eat near enough, especially for only having 1 roll. That 1 roll thing ruins it for me, so I would never give it a shot myself. I can't stand them. But I don't consider them highly annoying, so they're not in my top most annoying weapons. Oh, come on, that was a mine. You played for 1 game and got depression. I was playing Salmon Run, but I played for like an hour and a half. And I didn't get a king, so I gave up. Also, it's a very bad comp today. It's got like pencil, blobber, ballpoint, and I don't remember. Flash? No, that was yesterday. My welcome to the stream. I don't play Cult of the Lamb. I'm told it's a roguelike and I don't like those. Should have gone a little further with it. Well, I won one, so there's that. Came out of nowhere. That was the rarest occurrence in all of WID history. Why it even taunts me with the card, even if I won, even if I played 4 more in a row, I still wouldn't make it. Not enough time. The theming of the game kind of weirds me out too, so that would kind of chase me away even if it weren't a roguelike, but that's just me. I will say, I bought Outer Wilds the other day, a few weeks ago. I guess at this point, I played through it. It was pretty good. I would recommend playing it to anyone who is not. The only thing I don't get, the only thing that bothers me a lot. Okay. The only thing that bothers me a lot is the fact that you gotta reset your progress every like 20 minutes or something. Like, I don't get why it's necessary at all. If anything, it just slows the like feel you've got for the game, and you gotta start over, and it's like, ugh. You gotta spend all this time to get right back to where you were, and it's like all you had to do is just not let it be where it was. I don't know how much of us, I don't really want to get into spoilery stuff on that, so. Yeah, I was saying I just started the DLC a few days ago because I bought it like on a Steam sale, and they were both on sale together, so I bought both of them. So now I was trying to work my way through that. I will say, when I made the community post, I originally hadn't gotten hooked by it, if you will. I didn't really get it. But like the next time I played it, I did. It was really cool vibe and experience, and the gameplay is nice. Just the whole resetting the progress thing I don't get, and I don't really understand that. Like, I mean, I guess in the context of the story, it's fine. I just think it's a very poor gameplay mechanic. Way too many dozers here to dance. No one I ever see. It's unusual, you don't ever see this many dowsers. I really picked up on the fact that they're gonna buff them tomorrow. permadeath. Except for like Minecraft hardcore mode, I don't really know of any games like that. But I could imagine that I wouldn't like it. Which is why I never play Minecraft hardcore. You don't see the point in building something up and then you make one mistake and die and then you lose everything. Like it just, like, why did I just, and then at that point it's like, why did I waste 20 hours of my life? Don't starve. I can't say I've ever heard of that. Although I did ask a while back for some indie game suggestions to play, I don't particularly remember what was mentioned on that. That was a while back. Especially because of how many ways you can die. Okay. Okay. To be fair, that's like one of the main reasons I don't like side orders, because you just die and then you have to start over. Like, that angers me a lot. Imagine that, but it's an open world game like Minecraft. Yeah, I had a Minecraft world, which I guess I still do. It's somewhere on like some USB or something, probably. Probably spent a couple $100 on that. I would go out and get all these, what's the number, 2048 by 2048 maps, just all sitting next to each other, out like 10,000 by 10,000 blocks in all directions. Spend several hours just walking and seeing what I could find, getting the maps, setting them down on the ground in a giant map house that I built in an abandoned village. That was fun times. Well, then after I beat the dragon, I kind of lost interest and stopped playing. Although that was like 4 years ago, so maybe I should give it another shot sometime, maybe on a fresh. But see, I hate to start fresh and then like lose everything I've had. Which, I mean, you can keep playing the same world, but it doesn't like load in all the new stuff. Which is probably why I hadn't really gotten back into it, because it's either play the same world with the same stuff and I don't get any of the new stuff unless I go like out like 10,000 blocks in order to have it load chunks with new stuff in it, or start a new world and lose everything I put into that other one. So I kind of lost interest in that regard. I did build an Enderman farm out in the end, kind of just get as much as I want. Experience and such. That one was fun. I tried to build a creeper farm, but I kind of, because I never had enough gunpowder to make, like, never made any TNT or very few fireworks to fly around with. It's like, if it's Minecraft hardcore, but yeah, it's seasons, bosses, multiple crafting tables. I tried to make a mob farm and then I fell in and died. See, that's the thing that scares me about Minecraft. Just like I fell into the lava in the Nether once and lost like a lot of really good gear. And now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably part of the reason I stopped playing, because I was like, I just lost all this stuff, all my best stuff. What's the point? So most of the time I'm scared to actually use any of the good stuff I get because I don't want to lose it. And then if I do lose it, I'm like, well, that was 5 matches. I thought that was like 8 matches. What was I saying? Come back to me, I guess. It's like Minecraft, but seasons, bosses, craft tables needed, craft things, sanity bar. Increasing incredibly painful seasons. A lot of environments. See, I was playing Survival Craft on my phone a while back. That was fun. But then they updated it so that like you can die from the cold, but you needed clothes, but the clothes only lasted, you make them and they last like 5 minutes, and then wherever you go it's always too cold. So you always need to have, like, so I got tired of that because that was just an unending grind. Hello. You gonna give me the battle? We're gonna sit here? Yeah, we can do. What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on, give me the battle. Okay, do that then. Peaceful because I'm... Now, I did play it on the standard survival. I do play that. But, I don't starve. There's a freezing temperature, overheating, and wetness. See, at that point, I would just always be on edge and scared to do anything because I'm gonna die. Like, I don't see how that's fun at all. And then if I die, I'll just start rage quitting. I don't know. Well, I'm sure it's like if you're wet, you'll freeze to death or something. Like, that seems reasonable to me. He tried. I mean, it at least destroys the armor. I didn't expect to completely kill him, but I guess the armor hadn't charged up yet. I expected to just break the armor and then have to, like, finish him off myself. I was surprised it just straight up killed him myself. So it's like flying things in Minecraft. I don't know what they're called. What are they called? They drop something called a membrane. I don't know. They only spawn after you've stayed up for 3 nights, so it's pretty much the same thing, right? They're pretty much like a figment of your imagination. Although I think Matt Pat did a thing on that, didn't he? So. Back here. There we go. Phantom, yeah, that's it. That's the word. Phantom membrane, that's the other word. So that's interesting. That seems like a lot to stress. That seems like it would be a lot to stress me out with. Javier, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna assume that's how you'd say it. Right? Sorry if I'm wrong. They are not going to add any more titles because they think the game is in an appropriate state right now. That, and they only promised 2 years, so here we are. This is what we get. During the winter, no crops. In the summer, is hot. Okay, yeah. In the spring, it rains. Yeah, it's fair. It's what it does. Yeah. Yeah, I bought what was it? I bought a few games recently that I just did not like. Bought World of Goo 2. That one looked interesting to me at first, and then I played it, and it was the worst game I've ever played, so stay away from that. $30 wasted. It's like there's these black jelly goo ball things that you have to like get from one side of the map to the other by like connecting them together and making these bridges or something. But then the bridges fall apart if you don't build them right. So, which to me that seemed like an interesting concept. I kind of like the idea of that. However, the controls were so utter garbage. You have to use the separated Joy-Cons, and they drift like crazy, so you can't ever like grab anything right. To reset it, you had to press like the minus and plus buttons on the top, which are like the hardest buttons on the entire controller to press. If you want to like back up a turn, there's like this little fly flying around on the screen, and it's like, this is the rewind fly. If you press it, you'll go back a turn, so it's like flying around and evading you. So like half the time I try to use it, hit it, and it's flying around and I can't get it. That was not what I intended to do. so you can't get it, and then like the other half of the time I'm trying to make a bridge, and the fly flies in the way, so I accidentally hit it, and then it undoes what I already did. That, and I spent like an hour on one level, and then I rage quit because I couldn't get it, so. Remind, kind of like Baba Is You. I liked Baba Is You, I liked the concept, I played like a good 10 hours of it, but then when I got to the point where I would spend like 2 hours trying to figure out a puzzle, only to not be able to figure it out and have to look it up. And like every puzzle got to that, I gave up because I was like, what's the point of this if I can't figure it out? I'm not gonna spend 2 hours not be able to figure it out per level. And there was like 100 more levels that I hadn't got to yet. Word is that they used to call the rewind fly little man when he... Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but alright. You should probably, well, I mean, you should probably shut up now. We're having a good conversation here. I'm having a good conversation. Yeah, and see, that's the thing, it's cool, we've all got our own separate interests. So that's nice. That you've got a game you really like. Hey, I really like Splatoon. I really like, there's not really any other game I play a lot, I guess. Played Pikmin 4, that one was good. I liked Outer Wilds, that was good. Played Viewfinder a while back, that's good. Up and coming Subliminal, that looks like it'll be pretty good. I did play Ahead in Time, I bought it on a Switch a while back. Reminds me... It's interesting, it kind of reminds me of like Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario 64, even though I never played Super Mario 64. I tried it on the 3D All-Stars and I just couldn't get the hang of it. The controls were so wonky. If I had actually been used to it, like if I'd played it back in the day or something, maybe I'd like it a little more, but... Just Shapes and Beats has such a small community, but I love it. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. We got, of course, it's zones and clams. Ooh, that's actually some really good clams maps. Maybe I can give it a shot for a little bit. Not too long, I gotta go to bed soon, but... Let's see. Been playing that new Mario Party game with some friends every so often. It's alright, if I'm being honest. I kind of like the Superstars, the older one, a little better. Because this one kind of goes back to the tropes of the original Super Mario Party, in that the game plays like way too slow. At least that I've played. You play like a 10-match game. No, a 10-turn game is like 2 hours, as opposed to a 2-hour game in Superstars. It'd be like 20 turns. I don't know what the deal with that is. Like, I don't know why they gotta slow the gameplay down so much. It's not as fun. It's not very fun. Like, I don't, I'd much rather like be it because you. I don't know. Oh yeah, this goes. Like I said, I was playing Outer Wilds recently. That one was fun. I'd probably give it like a... probably an 8 out of 10 if I had to pick one. Well, this is going well. Can't find any more clams, but there's some. All right then. Small portion of time in Mario Party Superstars where I was number 3 in the world. Interesting. Interesting. I never really played it online. Kind of just played it with friends okay, I played with them online. I don't know if that technically is, it's not with random strangers, I guess. Not that online in that sense, but yeah. Any other games y'all like that you could recommend? Because I'm always open to it. I just happen to have Outer Wilds on my Steam wish list for like a year now, and then it went on sale and I was like, yeah, I want to buy it. Payday 2. Never heard of it. What's that? You only like the popular games? That's fine. I mean, relatively popular games. To be fair, I tried to try Super Mario RPG. I happened to be given it for Christmas. It wasn't a game I was gonna buy, if I'm being honest. Well, neither was Pikmin 4, and then I played it and I really liked it. In fact, 100%ed it. This guy's name is literally 7 stars. Coincidence. What a coincidence. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I tried to like Mario RPG. I just, is a RPG, is a turn-based RPG. I couldn't get into it. not that I find them boring. I just think they're. I just think it's stupid how you have to sit there and let the guy attack you. And you can't do anything about it. And like half the time you can't heal yourself either, so you have to keep playing against these fresh enemies with like your damaged state, and there's no way to heal yourself. Also, Mario RPG I didn't get at all because like it doesn't actually tell you what the health of anything is. You just gotta guess and hope that you're getting close. And I'm going, oh, am I getting close to defeating this guy? I got no idea if he's got 666,000 health. I don't know. But that bugged me as well. So I guess the main thing is just that it is an RPG. The only RPG I've ever played and liked was Angry Birds Epic back in like 2012 or something. Whenever that came out, that was a long time ago. And then I think, yeah, there was another one called Angry Birds RPG, if I'm not mistaken, which I did not like. I remember trying that one out. I feel like their games have gone downhill since their movies came out. Like the only Angry Birds games I ever liked, they're not even available to play anymore. They took them off your app stores. So like I don't do Angry Birds anymore. It used to be one of my favorite sets of games. I'd play every game. And then they went free to play, and I guess, I don't know, they wanted to shut all their paid games down for some reason. It's gotta be because they just got lazy and they didn't want to keep updating them for the new iOSs and whatever OS Android has and all this stuff, I guess. I have Angry Birds Star Wars for the Wii downstairs somewhere. And like, it's like the biggest waste of money you could ever imagine in your life. They put the game out before the game was even done. Like, they still made more updates to the game after they released that. And it's on the Wii, so they're not doing like internet updates. It's just what it was. It went through like 2/3 of the game, and then the rest of the game came later, and it didn't add it to the $40 version. It wasn't even a good version. You like point at it, you pull it back with the Wii remote and let it go. Yeah. I was given it for Christmas. I don't really remember the circumstances around it, but I was given Super Mario Galaxy for Christmas a while back as well. That'd probably been like 12 years ago or something. Yeah, me and my brother, we got Super Mario Galaxy 2. We played that one first, which is probably why I consider it more favorable than the first one, because I played it first. I tend to regard sequels not quite as highly as the originals. Except I played the second one first in this case, so I'm thinking that's probably why. Are there any clams over here? Of course there's not. We keep saying you need to shut up, or we're just I'd initiated the conversation, like, I just can't read it right now because I'm playing. That's, you know, that's it. That's all it is. Leave me alone. Santa Maria, I regard as my favorite map. I'll say it was also at least one of my favorites in Splatoon 2, although I probably held like Snapper Canal in higher regard. I find it funny that like almost every single map in Splatoon 2 is like leagues better than the Splatoon, any of the Splatoon 3 maps. Like, I don't know what they did between games, their design strategies or whatever. You're heading out, Inkwell. I appreciate you coming by. I'll stream again one of these days, who knows. Also, so essentially Payday 2 is a game where you commit heists and use any weapon you feel like. Okay. Interesting. Can I get one in there? Where did I go? Apparently Splatoon 3 was made to be more competitively friendly, accidentally forgetting to make good maps. I don't know why, but I feel like a marketer. Interesting. I guess that's kind of initiated on my part, right? I mean, I don't see how Splatoon 2 wasn't competitively friendly. And why they gotta, like, ruin the game in order to make it better, like, for the... Like, I don't see how quote-unquote, making it better for the competitive folks makes it better. Like, I would think if it's worse, it's worse. Like, I don't get it. Well, let's hope they learn from their mistakes, because if a Splatoon 4, if they follow the trend and make it even worse, I don't know, that would be very devastating. The only reason I don't go back and play Splatoon 2 is more is because you can't. There's like nobody to play ranked with. Which I guess is part of why I was hoping they would have differentiated Splatoon 3 more from Splatoon 2 to actually give you a reason to go back and play the older game. Because like when a new 3D Mario game comes out, it's not like everybody's like, oh no, we can't play the old game anymore because of how much better this new game is than it. And it's like, no, it's just different. Everybody goes back and still plays the old games. And it's like they specifically made Splatoon 3 so that no one would ever play Splatoon 2 again. I don't particularly understand that. I mean, it's sold fine, but I think even Splatoon 2 has sold more than it currently. And I think even like after the first like month, it like just dropped off. So it didn't really expand the player base at all. It was just kind of whoever was here already jumped in, as opposed to Splatoon 2 sold a bunch throughout its whole life. What are my thoughts on the catalog? I think it gets more hate than it should. I don't particularly get the appeal of saying it's like a bad thing. I understand the whole grinds thing might be annoying, but I mean, it gives the folks that play. I mean, I was able to finish them all. I guess you could say it's because I play too much, but it gives you something to work for, I guess. I don't really have a problem with it. I think it's a bit overhated. I think it's one of the few things in this game that is overhated. Although I consider it a better change, I don't consider it justification for the game's existence, if you will. Like, Humpback and Lemuria. Let me cool off with a couple of those. And the 3-month cycle update thing, I mean, I get that it was a pain to wait that long between updates. And believe me, the amount of content that was in each update most definitely did not justify waiting 3 months. But the whole 3 months for an update thing, I didn't mind all that much. Like, I mean, it's fine. I do think the fact that that Splatoon, despite Splatoon 3 started with way more content than Splatoon 2 started with, and yet they both ended with like nearly the same amount of content. Most of it just like reused from the previous game anyway. Like, the quantity of new content they made for this game was a whole lot less than the new content they made for 2, like. It came into the game, the update that added the paintbrush. Is that the paintbrush? Yeah, as a brush main, I was kind of excited to see what they would do for the brushes class. I will give them that. They added at least one new main weapon to every class. But I mean, like, they made 5 dualies in Splatoon 2. And they only made 3 Splatonas and 3 stringers in Splatoon 3. So, like, it's a bit odd. It feels like they kind of, I don't know. Feels like they did a lot of extra work up front and then they kind of cheaped out at the end, I guess, if you will. Especially with the kick quantities. Like, I mean, I counted them. There's, because I was doing a little bit of research for a video I was wanting to make. There's exactly 130 unique kits in both games. And yeah, that includes, I'm not including like the hero kits and the order kits and all that, because those aren't unique. Those are just reskins of existing kits. So they don't count. How about the specials? I could take or leave them if I'm being honest. That doesn't really make or break the game for me. If I'm being honest, sometimes I think some of the Splatoon 2 specials are a little better. Like, like I don't appreciate the Kraken in this game at all. Like, the invincibility special. Like, I thought we'd gotten away from that after Splatoon 1, and then they went ahead and moved back to it. And yet, Splatoon 2 had its armor, but I don't particularly, I mean, you know, it's not invincible. You hit it and it's gone. So it's not like the Kraken where you can just do whatever you want for 8 seconds or whatever. And then the Baller. I missed the Baller. That was my favorite. That was my beautiful kit, the Inkbrush Nouveau in Splatoon 2. With the ink, it was the perfect Clam Blitz kit. It's probably part of the reason I love Clam Blitz so much. It was an ink mine for defense, and then the Baller for offense. You run in there and then they break the ball and you just throw the ball in there if you get lucky, or they make you explode and then you can just manage to hopefully run over there, grab it, and throw it back in, which most of the time I could do, especially in the lower ranks. But once you get into X, it's a little more difficult, although I could still tend to manage it. And then they brought missiles over, like the worst special in Splatoon 2. They brought it over. So, like, that defeats that. Like, no contest there anymore. They just bring the worst over. They brought Ink Storm over for some reason. I feel like Stingray gets a bad rap. I don't particularly understand why it's so hated. Like, if anything, I respect the skill. Which I guess, I don't know, might be kind of hypocritical because I despise the E-Leader. But, like, I tried the Stinger, I couldn't use it for anything. You actually have to aim at somebody not knowing where they are. So I respect that skill. You feel like you're listening to a teacher. I mean, I don't know if my opinion's worth all that, but I hear that Stingray was hated due to having infinite range. I mean, I guess. I mean, the whale's got infinite range too, but so does the missiles still got infinite range. Nowadays it's still bad. We got the Crab, we got the Inkzuka, we got the We got the Kraken, we got the missiles, we got the... I feel like there's... Okay, I feel like there's way more annoying specials in Splatoon 3 than there were in Splatoon 2. That was a bad idea. Why'd you do that? Especially since the specials, I don't know, and that's it, because, like, the specials I really liked in Splatoon 2, like Booyah Bomb and Stamp and Baller and all that, were on weapons that I actually liked playing. As opposed to, you come over here Splatoon 3 and, like, all my mains, they got specials I don't like. Like, they got Whale, Russia's got Whale, these stupid dualies have Reef Slider. Which is better than the Storm, I'll give them that, but it's not much better. Like, I stopped playing them. I originally played the Clears, but they had Splashdown, so I stopped playing them. And then now I'm cursed with this. And the Cooler, I don't like the Cooler. It just seems like a throwaway special, like it doesn't really feel like it does anything. What I prefer, Ink Strike, if it came back in its original form. That's like a special I like. The only weapon that I play that has it though is the ZF Charger. And I need to be in like a special kind of a mood in order to want to play a Charger. I don't really know how they could bring it back in its original form, given that it required the gamepad. Run, Elita, run! Like, I mean, if I'm being honest, Ink Strike isn't one of the weapons, one of the specials that irritates me. The specials that really irritate me, not... Let's see. I like... I can still like Stamp. I don't think it's as good as it was in 2. Like, I feel like I was a lot better at it in 2, but... That, and they put it on so many of my weapons. That's the thing. I like the Stamp, but they put it on like 4 of the weapons I used to play, so I got tired of it and I didn't want to play it anymore. Booyah Bomb was one of my favorites, and it didn't get on any of the weapons I like to play. The brush has Whale. I don't really like Whale. It doesn't really do much. But then the other brush has Stamp. Does that make sense? Like I was saying, they should have waited and given it Kraken. Because then at least that makes sense, because the Splatoon 1 brush had Kraken. Instead they gave it a Stamp, which is like a rework of Kraken. That's not even, and Stamp in this game is not even as good as Kraken is in this game anyway. Like, why? Like, doesn't Kraken still last more time than the Stamp does? And the Stamp's not invincible. Like, I don't. It takes you automatically to the map screen, and you can use the joystick as a cursor, I suppose. You know. I suppose that could work. Yeah. Well, I can see why people might not like that. You can just throw it anywhere, and then you gotta worry about it, because it's... Oh, Will String, the 4th most annoying weapon in this game. they got all these fancy new subs and everything for Splatoon 2. Like pretty much every sub was, most every sub was redone. And then in Splatoon 3, the only difference we get is we get like what's widely considered the worst sub, Angler, and that's it. And then they're just done, and they don't make any more subs. And the worst part is those they consider the best subs, the ones they added in 2, Torpedo and Fizzy Bomb. Which personally, I've tried the Fizzy Bomb. I can't really get the hang of it. It's kind of difficult to use. I don't like to use it all that much. They only put those specials on like what, 5 kits each or something, like they're the newcomers and they're on so few kits. It's very strange. This is why I feel like they need to let us pick whatever kits we want to make. Like, if anything, that would just help them balance everything better, because then they got to actually worry about, okay, this can go with anything. We should probably actually not just like give this one kit 10 points more for special or something. We should actually like adjust how the special works. Especially at this point, they need something to like, Splatoon 3 has shown that they really need to like mix it up in the future games, give us something else worth buying the next game for. It's like if I hadn't bought the DLC earlier, and if the DLC didn't have the Splatoon 2 lobby in it, I would have said, I'm not buying this thing, it's not worth it. I like using Will String as a backliner and midliner. I don't think that just giving players free reign to do anything won't be a good idea. I don't think that just giving players free reign to do anything won't be a good idea. Because of meta. I mean, it'd be better than this. Like, I'm stuck with the reef slider on these stupid dualies. Stuck with a stupid whale. Like, I feel like I mean, I think there's a reflux having a whale and a reef slider, I think is plenty proof enough that half the time I don't know what they're doing. And then the other half the time, the other kits are just like callbacks to Splatoon 1, so you know they didn't put any work into those. So it's like, why did you only give us like 10 kits, and then half the kits are just like redos from the previous game? And it's like, it's not like you wouldn't have done that if it didn't work out, because it's like, no, you were going to do this because that's the way the kit worked out. Because it's a previous kit, and you're not going to not do it because of the way the meta is or something, you know? Like, it's like I said, like all the specials that I like the most are on weapons I hate, so I can't ever actually play them. Maybe give a certain amount of combinations of specials and subs for a weapon. But if anything, that would be the true chaotic game that they promised this one would be, and then this one ended up being kind of boring. So they kind of lied with that one. Maybe they could make it up with a future game. They gotta mix it up somehow, otherwise it's just gonna be another bland experience. See, the funny thing is I was always watching all these like videos before Splatoon 3 came out, and they're like, You're all calling it Call of Duty because they update it like once every year and they don't change anything, and then everybody was all getting mad at them. It's like, Splatoon is not that friendly. And then the funny thing is it comes out and it's pretty much what they did. They didn't really update anything. And no one like was like, this is a weird situation how that turned out. Like, if anything, that gives them more time to, they don't have to worry about designing the kits. They can just design more names and subs and specials to give us, and we buy those and we just put them already together however we want. Though I suppose to your point, I can't imagine it can get much worse from here. Although I say that and then watch it'll get worse, so... I just at least feel that if this is the bare minimum and this is when I started, it's just going to improve from here. That's fair, I guess, yeah. I say hopefully they got all the little... Hopefully they got all the little changes that don't really add up to amount to anything out of the way for Splatoon 3. They got the fancy customizations out of the way. They got the fancy hub world. They got the fancy... I don't know, all this fluff that they threw in a game so that they didn't have to make another ranked mode. Or so that we would forgive them, I don't know. The funny thing is, I think people used to say that about Splatoon 2. And everybody's like, Splatoon 1's the greatest game, which, to be fair, I never got a chance to play it in its glory days. I played a little bit in like 2020. I couldn't really get into the hang of it, although that's probably because I started with Splatoon 2. I mean, hey, I got... I try to stay optimistic, I guess, for the future. They just make it hard sometimes, a lot of the time. especially with this map. They chose this map, Lemuria, to be the game-ending map. And it's like such a bad map, like I don't even know what they were thinking. Like even the airport's not that good, like I don't like the gimmicks. These stupid platforms here. And the propeller platforms are fine. I think Anchovy games back in Splatoon 1 and 2 did it way better. And Skipper Pavilion was like a really good way, like one of my favorite maps as well. And then they did this, like just a smaller version. Smaller, more cramped, gimmick-ridden version. You're worried about the future of your life, you don't need to go that far. I mean, it's fair. I guess I got more. That's the worst thing I got to complain about. That I'm doing pretty good, and we're doing pretty good, I guess, right? I hope whatever issues that are leading you to, those can be resolved for you. I can assure you politics don't ever result in the end of the world. Like, it'll all be alright. It all evens itself back out eventually. Did nothing. I didn't even have any time to get out of the way. Well, I was talking about the reef slider, did nothing, but you know. Well, there you go, it did something that time. Oh, you gotta stop jump scaring me, like goodness. Maybe one more. It's getting late. One, two, three, four, five, six. It's almost everybody. Wonder what a random small fry would think if I just... Interesting. I don't know. You'd have to ask him and find out. We talked to Casey. Casey has a small fry. To be fair, she's a high-level salmon runner herself, so... But I think it's kind of weird that that's the story. Like, You have a small fry and yet you are a salmon runner because that's how it goes. Get the joy from the killing of the salmonids. That's a bit much, I don't know. Where'd he go? There he is. Does it keep looking like he's going up, but then he just doesn't. Kind of see what they were doing with the torpedo on this kid, I guess. You hit the reef slider and then you throw the torpedo at him and it takes care of the rest of the damage, so it kind of combos, I guess. But they made this kit after they made the one for the Tetras, which, like, I feel like doesn't quite work as well, and the only difference is the auto bomb. It has an auto bomb. I feel like this should be fairly easy to answer. E-liter, Hydra, Range Blaster, Well String, Decavitator. Yeah, those are my top 5 most annoying weapons to fight. I don't see any issue getting rid of those because those are garbage to fight. Those are my top 5 most annoying weapons to fight. So I would say that'd be my top 5 dispose of these weapons deal. Well, it's not my fault they made it so garbage. You shoot just way up in the air and then they land and you don't even know anybody's there and then you just happen to be there and you just die. It's like a blaster in that regard. They're way too overpowered for my liking. The only problem here is it's a stringer and I hate stringers, so I don't want to play it. Don't hate them as much as Brellas or Splatlings, but I don't like them. If you wouldn't mind. Yeah, thank you. There's a tree gotta be there, come on. It's gotta miss with everything. Now I gotta do it again. I don't particularly get this one. It's like you butt your head up against a entity on the ground or something, and then you go against a wall, and it like butting your head up against said entity makes you like flip, I don't know, I'm guessing, flip down into the ground or something, and then that lets you cut through the wall or something. I don't know. I don't know why I'm struggling now. Come on. Get in there. Come on, get in there. Get in there. I had it. No. That doesn't go over very far, does it? Okay, that one was easier. I don't know what the secret is. All I know is you do that, and then it works eventually. I'll go over here this time. Yeah, okay. Beautiful. I guess we'll leave it there. Appreciate y'all coming by for the stream. It was fun, good hanging out. Need to go to bed though. I think it's getting way too late. But anyway, appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a good, fine rest of your week. I don't know when I'll stream again. I don't know when my next video is coming out, but we'll see. It's contingent on me getting into feeling like doing it again, I guess. I've not been feeling like making a video recently for some reason, but we'll see how it goes. Streaming's a little easier, I guess. You just show up and play the game, right? But anyway, so go ahead and leave it there. Thank y'all for coming by. You have a good evening. Good night.